It's a brand new season. The 2023-24 campaign is about to get underway, and we've a lot to prove. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland 90. It is the Football Manager 2023 Hearts Career Mode. We are into a brand new season, and we have so much to prove after last year. We started the campaign last year. We started pretty well. We looked like we could challenge the Old Firm for the title. Unfortunately, Celtic proved to be too strong. It then looked like we would battle Rangers for second place. Then Rangers began to pull away from us. We dropped off a little bit, and it looked like we would cement our spot as the third best team in Scotland. But then our form went completely out the window, and we threw away third place. Hibernian, our rivals, ended up taking third place away from us. They took away that guaranteed group stage spot, and then we managed to fend off Aberdeen to come home in fourth place. It certainly wasn't good enough. We're going to have to be better this season, and I am confident we will be better this season. We cannot repeat what we did last year. It was a trophyless season. It was a fourth place finish, and it just wasn't good enough, especially when you consider how good things were looking in the first half. For us to just fall away towards the second half of the season was just unforgivable. But hopefully the Hearts fans can forgive us. We've been given a chance by the board to get into Season 2. I'm looking to make up for what happened last year, and we will do that hopefully when we kick off this year's 2023-2024 season with a home tie against Livingston at Tynecastle. But we need to look at what's been happening for us in the transfer market, and this is what's been happening so far. Absolutely nothing. We haven't brought in a single player yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but the deals just haven't been there. I've been looking at players, I've tried to bring in players, but I can't get the right players, and I think I've realised from last season playing Football Manager, or last year's Football Manager 2022, I did go a little bit too crazy, I think, in transfer windows. I did the balance of the squad, I think I messed it up, and I think I was bringing in too many players in each window. So I'm looking to bring in quality rather than quantity. I don't expect to be bringing in, 5, 6, 7 players every transfer market. I'm hoping to be bringing in, 1 or 2 players that I really feel will improve the squad. So that is the game plan. I am always keeping an eye out for those players. It's just unfortunate that we haven't managed to get any of them yet. But there is a few players that have left. Harry Stone and Cammy Logan are on Falkirk at loan. So we will be getting them back, and I'm hoping that they will improve with the game time that they get at Falkirk, playing in the Championship. And Gary Mackay-Steven, his contract ran out. We decided not to keep him. We decided not to extend it, and he left on a free. He went to Tampa Bay. I don't think that is a big loss, but what would be a big loss would be if Cammy Devlin left, and that very well could happen. He wants to leave. He's not signing a new deal. His contract is up at the end of the season. I don't want to get rid of him, I really don't, but at the same time, we might have to. I'm going to hopefully hold out. Hopefully he changes his mind and he's willing to, stay or sign a new contract or do something. Now, we could sell him. I could approximately get like £1 million for him, which is not bad, and I don't know, maybe we'll change our mind. But for right now, at this moment in the window, I am refusing offers for Cameron Devlin, and I'm hoping that he changes his mind and has a U-turn and hopes that he wants to stay at Hearts for the future. But that is it, guys. That is the transfer news for us. In terms of transfer news for other teams, though, let's look. But before we look, we have a new team this season, and the team that won the Championship last year is Arbroath. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what part-time Arbroath do. Now that they're in the Premiership, I would assume that they are going to go full-time. Dick Campbell is still the manager. What a great job he done to bring them up. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Arbroath in the Premier League. I have a feeling that they just won't really be able to compete. I've got a feeling they will be going straight back down, but we'll see what Arbroath can do, and they will need to turn the Gayfield Park into a stadium, into a fortress, you feel, if they are going to have any chance of staying in the transfer window. But yeah, here is the deals that have been made so far in this this season. We'll have a look at the most expensive ones. You can see that Celtic have been getting rid of a lot of dead wood. Stephen Welsh has left. He's went to Sheffield United, as has Ismaila Soro. Albion Ajeti has went to Stoke. So Celtic have been busy getting rid of players. I thought this was a very interesting transfer. You can see Glenn Middleton went to St Mirren, but he was joined by Kevin Nisbet. Hibernian's Kevin Nisbet has left Hibernian. He's no longer Hibernian's Kevin Nisbet. He's now St Mirren's Kevin Nisbet. Probably one of the weirdest transfers I think we will ever see in Football Manager. The guy is in his prime. You would expect Hibs, if they did sell him, to be getting a couple of million, but instead they got 275k. That's crazy. Now, I don't know if St Mirren have came into a bit of money, because they've also brought in Tommy Lee as well, and they brought in Max O'Leary for Bristol City. So I don't know what St Mirren are doing, but at the moment they have been pretty busy and they are bringing in players. So it will be interesting to see how they get on, and I'm expecting them to have a big season, man. The fact that they've brought in Kevin Nisbet, I mean, that I cannot believe they signed Kevin Nisbet. I just cannot believe it. So I guess we'll see how St Mirren get on, but as for right now, things are looking pretty good for them. Rangers have got rid of Okafor and Tom Lawrence, which again I thought was a bit of a weird one for Rangers. They sold him really cheap as well. I mean, Tom Lawrence for 82k, man. I'm not convinced that some of these deals. Ellis Sims, who was at Hearts, he has joined Celtic, which is a very strange one. 19k. So again, some massive fucking transfers here. And we'll see if Ellis Sims is any good for Celtic. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I think the transfer window's been pretty insane. I will keep an eye out. And if we can get any players in, we will. But yeah, I still can't go over that Kevin Nisbet transfer. For me, that's a crazy transfer, guys. But it's a crazy world. That's what happens in football. Okay, so the board have given us our objectives for the start of the season. UEFA Europa Conference League, they want us to reach the league proper, so I guess that's the group stage. They want us to reach the group stage. Cinch Premiership, they want us to qualify for the Europa Conference League, which is either 4th or 5th. Scottish Cup, they want us to challenge. And the Premier Sports Cup, they also want us to challenge. So I think that's pretty fair. They want us to challenge for both cups, as do I. They want us to finish in a European spot in the league, as do I. And they want us to make it through to the group stages of the Europa League, which of course, as do I. So, yeah, no, we share the same expectations there. As for the transfer budget, 2.7 million, 99,000 wage budget. We've got the funds. I mean, we do have some money there to bring in players. We just need to get the right deals in place. But we've not got time for any deals right now. It's time to take on Livingston. Okay, so here's how we're lining up then on the opening day of the season. Craig Gordon will be in nets. Obviously, the captain, keeping out Sander Clark. We're going to go with a back four. Atkinson, Halkett, Kingsley and Cochrane. Cameron Devlin and Benenjami in the middle. Our front attacking midfield three is going to be Mackay on the left, Snodgrass on the right and Alan Forrest through the middle. And of course, it's going to be Lawrence Shankland up front. I feel like we do need to add up front because Stephen Humphries, his loan deal's expired. He's away. And all we pretty much have as strikers is Lawrence Shankland and Liam Boyce. Liam Boyce isn't getting any younger. So I do feel like we need to add up front. So that is something I'll be looking to do. I would have loved to bring Stephen Humphries back to the club. I just don't think we've really got the finances there to do that. But, it's all about the win today. It doesn't matter about potential signings or who we can bring in or who we can do what or this or that. The only thing that matters today is kicking off the season with a win here against Livy. So, yeah, that is what I am looking to do. Let's go extended highlights. It's the opening game of the season, guys. So, yeah, we're going to go with the extended highlights, and hopefully we come away with a win. I'd love a win, I'd love a clean sheet, and I'd love a good performance. If we can get that, that would be a hat-trick in my eyes. Dundee United have taken the lead against Kilmarnock. That could be a goal that puts Dundee United at the top of the table. They are the first team to score this season in the league. But here we go. It's a corner. Barry Mackay whips it in with his right foot. It's going to fall for Cammy Devlin, and it's just inches wide. Wee Cammy came so close to scoring. Rangers are ahead at Gayfield Park. They're beating Arbroath by 1-0, and it is Alfredo Morelos with the goal in that one. Now Benenjmi, ball to Barry Mackay. It's Barry Mackay now on the left-hand side. Barry Mackay gets a ball in, great! And again, it's Cammy Devlin. Cammy Devlin with the opportunity, but he hits it right at George. And I feel like, the first effort for Devlin, fair enough. You can't expect him to score that. But that one, I think we should be expecting more there for Cammy Devlin. I think he should make the goalkeeper work a lot harder. And it looks like Cochrane has picked up a slight knock, so we're actually going to go ahead and take him off there. I don't need to risk him on the opening day. We could swap Kingsley. We're going to do that, and we'll bring on Kai Rolls, and we'll put Kingsley from centre-back into the left-back position. Benenjmi then dings one from about 28 yards out, but it is over the bar, and that one will not trouble Livy. So we've made the substitution. We've taken off Alex Cochrane. I don't think it's major. He probably could have continued, to be honest, but I just don't feel the need to risk it. Anyway, here we go. Stephen Kingsley standing over the ball, and it's a free kick, and it's hit right at the goalkeeper. Well, I say right at the goalkeeper. That's harsh on Kingsley. It was heading for the top corner, but George got across to make the save. So really good first half for us, man. 9 shots to Livy's 1, but in the end we're not in front, which is what we need to be. So we're going to have to keep going. I'm proud of the effort so far, though. And if we keep this up in the second 45, I don't see why we cannot get the breakthrough goal. And like I say, hopefully come away with this win. But here we go now. It's Atkinson in the right-hand side. Plays it in towards Cammy Devlin. Devlin is tackled, but Atkinson will be first to retrieve the ball. Livy now with Omenga. Ball just punt it forward. Kai Rolls is first to it. Rolls to Stevie Kingsley. Now it's Barry Mackay. Plays through Alan Forrest, and Forrest has been getting... There's niggles at Forrest against his former club. Barry Mackay done well. He opened up the space. He done everything right there until the shot. But the shot, unfortunately, is probably the most important part, and he didn't get it right. So, yeah, unlucky there. Ball played up. Mackay can't control that one. Holt now. Oh, Holt finds Bruce Anderson. Bruce Anderson! Oh, and it's took a deflection. I think Atkinson just got across in time. He got something on that. Thank God for Nathaniel Atkinson getting across, making the block. And it's going to be a corner to Livy. Ball in. It's headed away. It's going to fall now for Barry Mackay. Could have potentially nicked that and led a counter, but he didn't get to it. It's Penrice now. Boyce goes down. It's Cammy Devlin conceding the foul. And I think Livy have definitely started this second half better than they did the first. That is for sure. They're getting into the game now. Let's see. We're going to encourage the team. Come on, lads. St Mirren are leading 2-0 against Motherwell away from home. And looks like St Mirren, they've brought in some players. They've obviously spent a little bit of money, and it seems to be working for them. Great save, though, from Craig Gordon. It was a good play for Livy. It was a good build-up. The shot was brilliant, but Craig Gordon was equal to it, and he makes a great save. Kyogo Furuhashi puts Celtic 2-0 up. Jota puts Celtic 3-0 up, man. So, and it's cleared away by Shankland, of all people. Oh, man, we expect Shankland to be up the other end scoring goals for us, but on this occasion, he was down our end, denying us goals, so denying Livy goals even, so that was good there. Right, here we go. We might have to go in 66 minutes now. I think we are going to go and make some substitutions. We just haven't really offered enough in the second half going forward. Shankland's fired up by the feedback, but he's not having a good game. I just don't really feel like we can take him off, though, can we? I'm going to bring on Josh Giannelli for Snodgrass. And did we bring on Liam Boyce? Did we bring on maybe Ewan Henderson, Matt Ritchie perhaps? I think we might bring on Matt Ritchie for Barry Mackay. I think that's, yeah, that may be the second change that we make. And Matt Ritchie, we'll play Matt Ritchie as... Let's play him as a winger on attack. So, okay, there we go. And I think that will do us for now. We'll make those two changes and hopefully they can come on and have an impact here. But it's Jonah Ayunga that's given St Mirren a 2-0 lead in the space of a couple of minutes. So, lots of other teams winning. I think we're the only game that's currently drawn here. 15 minutes to go. Kingsley throws it to Forrest. Forrest finds Benenjami. Benenjami into Rolls. It's good passing now. It's Forrest. Alan Forrest. Oh, he tests George, but George manages to get two hands to it and sends it over the crossbar. It's going to be Matt Ritchie. And we've got a Jonah Ayunga hat-trick at Fir Park. But St Mirren now 3-0 up, and it's Ayunga with 3 goals. That's incredible. Devlin for distance. Again, tests George, but he cannot get the better of the goalkeeper. Right. We're going to make another substitution here. We are going to take Shankland off. He's not had a great game. I'm going to bring on Liam Boyce, and we're going to give Liam Boyce an opportunity to do something. But we might also make another change. Who are we going to... Alan Forrest is having a good game, but I could maybe take Alan Forrest. To take Alan Forrest off and maybe play Liam Boyce there. What we're going to... I think we're going to play 2 up front here. Yeah, we're going to change it. We're going to go 2 up front. We're going to go Alan. We're going to go Liam Boyce and Ewan Henderson. So let's get Ewan Henderson playing as an advanced forward. And we'll see if that does anything. But we'll have to go for it. I am going to go a bit risky here. 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we can do anything in the last 10 minutes. Then with 2 up front, both Boyce and Ewan Henderson playing directly up front. It's Matt O'Reilly. He's given Celtic a 4-0 lead now against Hibernian. 5 minutes he had it on time here at Tynecastle, and we're going to get one last chance. Stephen Kingsley, it's a terrible throw. Matt Ritchie heads it on. It's falling for Liam Boyce, and Liam Boyce with a great chance to win it. But George makes a save, and that is literally the final kick of the game. Apart from this corner, Liam Boyce should have scored. He really should have gave us the win. Would have been a fairy tale story for Liam Boyce. That has came in, it's away, and the referee has blown the whistle here at Tynecastle. And it's not great, guys. It really ain't. We kick off the season. I mean, it was a pretty good performance. We kept the clean sheet. I got 2 out of the 3 that I wanted, but the third and final and probably most important aspect of that hat-trick that I asked for was the win, and we didn't get it. So, 0-0 against Livy. We played well. I can't deny that. But, yeah, we should have won. Based on the amount of chances we created, guys, we should have won. We didn't, and we just have to bounce back. There's the other scorelines then from around the grounds. Arbroath 0, Rangers 1. Rangers then relying on a Morelos goal to sneak past Arbroath. Celtic with a huge win. The reigning champions kick off with some style, beating Hibernian by 4-0. Dundee United with a 2-0 win over Kilmarnock. Obviously, we drew with Livy. And look at that. St Mirren, they've spent money, and it's paying off, literally, because they have put away Motherwell by 4-0 away from home. That's a crazy scoreline there for St Mirren. So, let's see. Then Alex Cochrane is only going to be out for a couple of days, which is good. We're going to go to the post-match press conference. Okay, let's kick it off. Your result against Livingston extends what has been a fairly unwanted record. How do you keep... Oh, God. All we can do is pick ourselves up and go on again. We haven't got any other choice. Yep. Benny Benenjami picked up Player of the Match award for your side today. How did you rate his performance? I wouldn't... I'll take it, but he and I know... There's a lot more in him. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because I think we should have won there. George Grant is unsettled and was left out of the team today. What does his future hold? I want to keep him. I didn't pick him today, but the door certainly isn't closed as long as he's a Hearts player as part of my plans. Yep. There's been a large swell of support from the fans for your attacking intent. Is that something we can continue to expect of you? Of course, I certainly hope so. And that is it, guys. So there you go. We've answered the questions. I don't think it's a disaster. Obviously, I want it to win, but you can't win them all, you know. Joha Ayunga then, player of the week. No wonder, man. Hat-trick on the opening day. That's incredible, man. That is, I still cannot believe that's St Mirren scoreline, man. St Mirren 4, Motherwell 0. And who knows, maybe St Mirren will be one of the teams that we're competing for third spot this year, because like I said, those signings were impressive. Signing Kevin Nisbet from Hibernian definitely showed intent. And, they've kicked off the season in style with a 4-0 win. Now, up next we do have our Europa Conference League third qualifying round. We'll be taking on Ordubasi. I have no idea who Ordubasi are. Now, apparently they're from Kakistan. I mean, they've got a nice stadium, I guess, 20,000-seater stadium. I'm assuming we're favourites for this match, just due to the fact we're playing a team for Kakistan and I have no idea who they are. I'm not going to get carried away though. We will treat them with respect, but I am hoping to get past them and into the playoff round of the Europa Conference League. And Aberdeen finish their match against Ross County in the final game of this weekend's action, and it's finished Aberdeen 2, Ross County 2. So that means after the first week of Cinch Premiership action, we finish in 7th place. Not too bad, guys, not too bad. It's not what we want to be, but you know what? I was happy enough with the performance, and we kept the clean sheet. There was lots of positives to take from it. We created enough chances to score. We just couldn't seem to do it. Now, Leighton Clarkston, Blackburn have made an offer to sign Leighton Clarkston until the end of the season. I was also in for Leighton Clarkston, but we just have to wait and see whether or not we can get him. I mean, I would love to get him. Well, that is a transfer target for loan, but I just don't think we're going to get it. So, but we'll see. He is someone I've kept an eye on. I think Foster issues Benenjami promise. Benenjami is expecting to be played as a midfielder centre with a ball-winning midfielder role. Fair enough. I mean, if that's what he wants, I don't think that's his best role, but I mean, if that's what Benenjami wants, then I guess maybe we'll try and get him that. But before we travel to Kakistan to take on our opponents in the third qualifying round, the draw for the fourth qualifying round is going to be made today. So we have to find out who we could potentially get if we get past our Kakistani opponents. So let's start the draw. Let's see who we get. We're going to speed the draw up here and we're going to see what happens. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy. And hopefully we get a nice, easy tie. Now, there's a bunch of teams here to be drawn. POK, who are they going to get? I don't see us. I take it we're going to be in the unseeded. I'm looking for us, but I don't see us. I see Aberdeen in there. Alright, okay, we are unseeded. So I can confirm that we will be unseeded, which kind of sucks, but we'll have to make the most of it. We just need to make sure that we avoid a big team. It's as simple as that, really. So the draws are being made. We cannot get anybody in that group. So Florentina then are the team that get drawn there. So match 4. Let's see who we get. Who's the seeded team? So I'm having a look here at the seeded teams. There's obviously Florentina. There's some big teams in there. There's Lost Lille. There's Newcastle. Hopefully we can avoid Newcastle. I do not want to get Newcastle. I do not think that would end well, and we do avoid Newcastle, so I'm happy that we will not be taking on Newcastle in a battle of Britain. Derry City / Glentoran. That's an interesting tie. One of them is going to be in the playoffs, and they will be getting FC Basel or WSG, whoever they are. So more draws continuing to be made. Borussia Mönchengladbach, I want to avoid them. I do not want Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we do avoid Borussia Mönchengladbach, so I'm happy that we managed to avoid the German giants there, because again, we're looking for a winnable tie. And I'm not saying we can't beat them, but obviously it's a very, very tough game. We would not be favourites. We would be up against it for sure. So here's hoping Paul Hartley is the ceremony host. Is that the Paul Hartley? Former Hearts Paul Hartley? How the hell did he land this gig? That's pretty crazy. Lost Glio will take on either Dundalk or Grasshoppers. We have still not been drawn yet, so yeah, we're just waiting on our names to come out. And it's going to be Dynamo Minsk versus STE. So, again, still waiting on us to be drawn. Sizapor or Dnipro. Would I take that? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, potentially. We ain't going to get them, though, so. Well, there's not many teams left now. I mean, we are getting close to the end. So, I mean, sooner or later, Mura or Maccabi Tel Aviv. I don't think we can actually be drawn here, according to the stats, no. So, there's only 5 matches left. Sadet team first, Randers, or... I mean, I'd take that tie. That looks like a winnable tie, in my opinion. Oh, we get it. Happy days. So, there you go. We've been drawn against Ferofaros, I believe, and Randers. Obviously, I think it's Ferofaros. Fenosfaros. I believe it is them. We'll just skip the draw now because we've been drawn out. I'm pretty sure that is Fenosfaros though, so let's find out if it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is Fenosfaros. So, yeah, obviously, you know, they've beaten Celtic in the past, but I don't think they're that good, and I think we have a really good chance of getting through now. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that draw. Yeah, it's them, so I think that's them, Ferrafar. It's not even Ferofaros. So, yeah, it's a team for Hungary, but it's not who I thought it was. They last won the league in 2017-18. They are regularly finishing in the top 3 places, so I guess they're decent, but they're not, you know, they're not the best team in Hungary. So yeah, I'm confident with that draw, guys. So our European journey's in our own hands. In my opinion, we've got very 2 winnable ties, and if we can win them, then we will be in the group stage of the Europa Conference League, which is what we want. And first, we have to take care of Ordabasi. So let's get ready for this game. Let's travel to Ukraine and let's give us a result to work with as we head in to the second leg. So, for our first European game of the season, Craig Gordon will take to the nets. We've got Atkinson, Halkett, Rolls and Kingsley, the back 4. Playing Toby Sibic in the anchor role in midfield alongside Benenjame with the ball-winning midfield role. Alan Forrest is going to play just in front of them as a supporting cam. We've got George Grant on the right, Barry Mackay on the left, and we are going to go with Lawrence Shankland up front again. As for Ordabasi, I don't really recognise any of their players. And that doesn't mean that they suck. It just means I don't recognise them. So yeah, maybe they do suck. Maybe my knowledge sucks. I'm not too sure. What did catch my eye is, though, that they are only registering 6 players for their substitutes. That could mean they've got a small squad. That could mean that they've got a lot of injuries. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm going into this game with quite a lot of confidence. So let's see. Stick to the plan. Stay patient and we'll be fine. Simple as that, guys. It's all about getting a result tonight. We don't necessarily have to win this match. We just need to make sure that we don't lose it. It's all about getting a decent result. In my opinion, if we can get a draw, I would take that back to Tynecastle. If we can get better than a draw, then happy days. But there you go. That is our 11. I'm happy with that team. I think it looks pretty good. We are struggling with some injuries and some fitness and some suspensions at the moment. So yeah, we do have players missing. Cochrane isn't fully fit for this match. We have Ginelli not fully fit. We also have Cammy Devlin suspended, Andy Halliday suspended. So, yeah, it's not ideal. I'm assuming they picked up too many yellow cards last year in the competition. But we'll make the best of a bad situation, guys. We are underway here in the Europa Conference League. This is the first leg of the 3rd qualifying round. And straight away, Alan Forrest looking to get forward and see if we can create a chance in the early going here. It's Stephen Kingsley. He's done well to get past his man, but unfortunately just runs the ball out there. I think we could have done better, but no. It's going to be a goal kick to Ordabasi. George Grant now, Atkinson. Benjamin in his preferred role tonight. Let's see what he can do in it. Toby Civic. I don't know where Toby Civic is going with that, but Bobrovsky gets across and takes care of it. Ball back up now, it's Forrest. Plays it back to Atkinson. Benjamin now slots it into Toby Civic. It's Barry Mackay. Mackay's through. His shot is took a deflection there. The flag was up for the linesman. I thought maybe he was going to consider giving a handball, but it looks like it was offside against Barry Mackay. So, yeah, I mean, decent start here, 15 minutes in. Ordabasi, the home side, have only got 26% of possession. They haven't registered a shot yet. So, I mean, we seem to be on the upper hand. They seem to be controlling the game. Our pass accuracy is pretty good. We're averaging 90%, which is good. We're dominating possession. We've had a couple of chances, but hopefully there's more to come. It's Stephen Kingsley now, down the left-hand side. Kingsley plays it back to Rolls. Rolls to Civic. Civic back to Rolls. Now it's Kai Rolls to Halkett. Benjamin now plays it out to Barry Mackay. Mackay should keep this in. He does. It's Toby Civic in quite a lot of space here. Decides to go back the way. A little bit negative there for Civic. I think we could have done more. Space was available. It's Atkinson now down the right-hand side. Atkinson. It's Benjamin, lovely ball into the middle, and it's Alan Forrest. He's actually squeezed it in for there. Holy shit, Alan Forrest has finished off a lovely move. I'm shocked. I wasn't expecting that to go in. I mean, it's a tight angle, but Alan Forrest has made it look easy, and that's brilliant stuff there. We've got a header straight away. Ordabasi trying to respond. Thankfully for us, they did not, but, we have the lead now, and it was a lovely strike for Alan Forrest, and he started the season well. He started against Livingston. I thought he was our best player against Livy, and he started with a goal here, so this is a big season for Alan Forrest. He didn't get as much game time last year as he would have liked, and this year's a big year for him, and who knows, hopefully he can cement a starting place for us in the starting 11, but a ball played up towards Shankland, it's cleared away, it's Kukin. Down the left-hand side now, he's looking to get past Benjamin. He does get past him, he looks for a ball in, it's headed away though, it's pretty easy in the end there. Benjamin plays it up to Grant, it's Forrest. Forrest spins around and picks out Toby Civic. Subic now finds Barry Mackay down the left-hand side, and Barry Mackay can run at the defence now. This is when Barry Mackay is at his best. He crosses it in. Toby Civic's there with the header, but so is the goalkeeper. Rust him off, and he makes the save here. But still, it's Hearts 1, Ordabasi 0, and we currently are in control of this tie. But Civic gives the ball away. The shot, though, isn't good enough, and it's wide of the target. 39 minutes have been played, and we have the 1-0 lead. So another decent ball for Forrest, out to Mackay. Mackay again, trying to terrorise the defence here. And Toby Civic, what a strike that is! I mean, well, he's a defender playing in a midfield role, but he struck that one like a striker, man. That's a quality finish for Civic from outside the box. It's 2-0 now, and you've got to wonder, does that goal not only kill off this game, but potentially kill off the tie? We've got ourselves in a really good position, and it is ours to throw away now, surely. We're 2-0 up here, and we are in control, so more of the same in the second half. We will, obviously, the longer this half goes, make some changes, get some fresh legs on and freshen things up, and just try and see this win out now. And if we can take a 2-0 win back home to Tynecastle, then we are absolutely flying. Good save though there for Craig Gordon. Very good save for Craig Gordon. It's going to be a corner kick though. We'll have to take care of the corner. It's Ramanov's. Left foot it in. Craig Gordon comes out, gallers it, and it's safe hands from the goalkeeper. Kai rolls, heads it up, Forrest brings it down. We might actually look at taking him off Benjamin, I think, because he is on a yellow card. I think he's on a yellow card. Was that the last game? He just picks up so many yellow cards. Maybe I'm losing track here. But that will probably be the first port of call. Anyone who's on a yellow, just don't really see the point of risking it. Might be looking to make those... Yeah, Benjamin is on a yellow card, so... yeah, I think we are going to probably look to taking him off. We'll make the early change now. He's having a good game, but Yeah, let's bring on Keo Mortisoglu and we'll just get that change done and dust it now, because there's no point risking it. Like I said, I mean, I think this game is pretty close to being over. It's a good block, and it's Craig Gordon gathering that one up there. So still 2-0 to Hearts. Ball out to George Grant. George Grant has took that one down well. He toe pokes it to Barry Mackay. Mackay lays it off to Forrest. Forrest, nice ball over the top. Shanklin beats the goalkeeper. Can he get the rebound? He takes too long though to get the shot off. And that was a good opportunity gone there for Lawrence Shankland. And we do now approach the 67th minute. We're like 3/4 now through the game. Barry Mackay up to Forrest. Forrest's pass wasn't great, but Shankland managed to get a shot off anyway. But it is saved by the goalkeeper. And we are going to... Yeah, screw it. We're going to go make more substitutions here. Who can we... We're going to bring on Matt Ritchie, I think. Take off Stephen Kingsley. Shankland's not had a great game. I think we're going to bring on Liam Boyce. We'll bring on Liam Boyce for Shanks. George Grant's having an okay game. But I believe we're going to... Will we bring on Josh Ginnelly? No, I think we're going to bring... We'll give Ewan Henderson a chance, actually. Yeah, we'll bring on Ewan Henderson. And maybe... That's it. I think that's it. We'll leave that for now. Atkinson back to Halkett. Hearts now just maintaining possession. All about seeing out the game now. Just maintain this 2-0 win. Get to the end. We'll take a 2-0 lead back. No problem to Tynecastle. And honestly, I just don't see this team being good enough. They haven't really offered anything. I definitely don't see them getting back in this tie. And that one is over the bar there. That was close though. I mean, fair play. That was actually very close. They had a chance there. Alright, we've got 9 minutes to go. We might make our last substitution. We're going to bring on Connor Smith. We'll just bring on the young man. Why not? Just get these kids some game time. Alright, Ramanos. Left foot it. Ball in. I'll tell you what, though, the longer this game's went, the more Ordabasis came into it, which is a little bit worrying. But we've got a chance to officially end things here on this counter. It's Barry Mackay now. Charging in to the opponent's half. Mackay, he turns around though and loses it. Matt Ritchie though collects it. Matt Ritchie back to Rolls. It's Keir Mortisoglu. Rolls now finds Ritchie. And it looks like we're just holding on to it here, man. We're in no rush, but I tell you what, it's a great ball through to Connor Smith. The touch, though, is terrible. Henderson now collects it. Henderson charges in. He drives into the box and he puts it over. Ewan Henderson should have done better there, had to do better there, but he did not. And that was really a chance for him to finish that with some style, but no, he put it over the bar. So, still, it's 2-0. 4 minutes of added on time now. Halkett slots it to Sibic. Sibic now losing out. I tell you what, it's hit the post. Craig Gordon was beaten. Thankfully, the post made the save. And Ordabasi, like I said, they are getting into the game a little bit more. The longer it's went on, the more chances they've created. And I don't like this. I feel like we should have took care of this team. I feel like we should have put them to bed by now. But maybe we can do it here. It's Barry Mackay. He hasn't got many options, though. He turns back. He finds Keir Mortisoglu. Boyce now drops deep. It's Sibic. Sibic to Mackay. Barry Mackay now. We'll play it. Henderson. Henderson. Is he going to try and get a ball in, or is he going to head for the corner flag? He's going to pass it away, man. That's terrible there for Henderson. Kai rolls, though. Wins it back. Sibic now collects it. Sibic, again, playing it out wide to Henderson, but the pass there ain't great. And now it's Ordabasi coming forward. And they are looking like they can do something here. It's a shot for distance. It's well over the bar, though. That one is troubling absolutely nobody. Alright, the 4 minutes are up, so this should be it, man. Referee's continuing, he's adding on a little bit extra here, and that should do it. It's a goal kick to Hearts. I cannot see any more time being added on here, and it is not, guys. We've won this game by 2-0. We've done our job. Look, we've went to Kakistan, whatever shithole it is. We've went there, we've got the win. I'm happy with that. It's a good victory. It's a 2-0 lead now in this tie, and surely we will finish the job when we get them at Tynecastle. So, happy with that. You can see another big win there for Aberdeen. So, 2 big wins for the Scottish clubs. Nice to see Scottish clubs having some success in Europe. It's not often you get that, but yeah, we got it here. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Civic on good form. We're going to praise Civic because, you know what, he got an 8.9, he got a great goal. So, yeah, I'm absolutely delighted with Toby Civic's performance, and, you know, that is a result that I think pretty much puts that tie beyond them. But now we move back into domestic action. We're taking on Ross County in the Cinch Premiership. We travel to Dingwall. It will not be an easy game, but we need to make sure we win it. We didn't win our opening game, so I feel like the pressure now is on us to pick up the win against County in Dingwall. So that is what we've got coming up next in 2 days' time. So we're getting ready for our second league game of the season against Ross County. But again, look at this on the Saturday. St Mirren with another massive win, another 4 goals scored. This time they do concede a penalty from Hilson in the 82nd minute. But that's St Mirren now, scored 8 goals in 2 games. Our new signing Kevin Nisbet got on the score sheet with a brace in the last 7 minutes of this game. And St Mirren are proving that they are a real threat this season. So, yeah, no, I mean, St Mirren, I don't know what has happened. I don't know if they've got new owners. I don't know if they've hit the jackpot and found gold underneath the stadium. I don't know if they've found oil, but they've found something because they're banging in lots of goals. They're making big signings, and they mean business. And after 2 games, they're already top of the table, above both Celtic and Rangers. So St Mirren definitely having a great start this season. But we need to make sure that we also have a good start. We drew our opening game. We need to bounce back with a win against Ross County. Okay, so again, we're going with Craig Gordon in nets. The back four, it's beginning to become a familiar back four for us. It's Atkinson, Halkett, Rolls and Kingsley. We have Benny, Benenjami and Civic. I'm keeping that partnership. I thought they played really well in the last game. So yeah, Toby Civic is keeping Cammy Devlin out the team, which is interesting. And we're also putting on a bid for someone that I think could eventually replace Cammy Devlin as well. So Cammy Devlin says he wants out, and who knows, he might get his wish, guys, because he's not starting this game, and we are looking to sign a midfield replacement. We've got Alan Forrest in the cam role. He's had a really good start this season, so he stays in there. Mackay on the left, Snodgrass on the right. I feel like that right-hand side position is difficult to choose from. There's a bunch of players that are kind of going for it, and at the moment, none of them are really delivering. Ideally, I would like Ginnelly to get that spot, but he's just got no fitness at the moment, so we need to ease Ginnelly into the team slowly, and we're again going with Shankland up front. But we are keeping our eyes open for potential striker options because we need another striker. We do. There's no doubt about it. We need to get in another striker. At the moment, we've only really got Shankland and Boyce. And I don't really know how much we can rely on Liam Boyce. If we're being honest, no disrespect to Liam Boyce, I wouldn't feel comfortable if Shankland got injured and if Shankland was going to be out for like 4 months or whatever. I don't think I would feel comfortable with Liam Boyce having to lead the line, for that amount of games. So, yeah, we are keeping an eye open for a striker, and if somebody comes up, if someone becomes available, then of course we will look at the possibility of bringing them in. But it's all about getting the win here today. It's all about getting 3 points on the board. That's what we want to do. That's what we're looking to do, and that's what we kind of have to do. So hopefully we can get the victory today. Been a pretty quiet though opening 20 minutes, not a lot happening. Benny Benenjami, though, as usual, picks up a yellow card. He needs to eliminate that from his game. He gets way too many yellow cards for my liking, and yeah, no, I'm just not happy. I mean, that's a red card waiting to happen. It's a sending off waiting to happen. We definitely need to make a change. We need to change it up, man. We need to stop Benny Benenjmi from doing that shit. Ball played up now, it's Purrington. And that attack comes to nothing there. So half an hour into the game now, it's still 0-0 here. Nothing to separate the sides. No real opportunities, no real chances. Lawrence Shankland has also picked up a yellow card, as has Jack Baldwin, as has Toby Sibbick. So the yellow card's beginning to fly in. Danda now, ball into the box. It's Whiteheader, and oh my god, and it's Adronio Pitsati with the goal. It's a tap-in for Ross County, and they have the lead just before half-time, man. That's not what we were looking for, but Ross County have the lead, and we need to bounce back, man. It's going to be a big half-time team talk now. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. No, I'm not going to say that. What was that? Get your act together, guys. We're supposed to be favourites. Come on! I expect to see more, right? We'll give them like 15 minutes here. If nothing happens, then we will be making changes here. I mean, from an attacking standpoint, we haven't really offered anything. We're gonna have to go more attacking. Although, to be fair, Ross County didn't really offer much either until they got that tap in just before half time. So I guess we've got 4 yellow cards, oh man. We really do need to be careful. 58 minutes on the clock now, and I might begin to look here at making a few changes because, yeah, we're running out of time. So let's do it. We're going to go ahead and make the changes. We're going to look to bring on players. Mentality wise, we're going to go attacking. We really do not want to drop points here at all. Let's see. We're going to bring on Keor Mortasoglu. We're also going to bring on Cammy Devlin. So we're going to change the midfield duel as we just look to get fresh legs on. Also get the yellow carded players off. I'm going to bring on... Yeah, Snodgrass isn't really doing great. We're going to bring on George Grant. We're going to bring on Ginnelly. I think we're also going to bring on George Grant too. Probably take off Alan Forrest. I don't think he's doing much. We'll bring on Grant for Forrest. And I think that's going to do it. We'll make those 4 changes for now. I mean, I could have took off Shankland as well, but no, I think I'd rather leave Shankland on because we need a goal. I just don't really feel comfortable taking off Lawrence Shankland when we're trailing, you know, when we need goals. Taking off Shankland isn't really the game plan that I want to go with, so we will leave him on. Hopefully we can muster something up here. And we're getting to a stage now where, you know what, I'd probably take a draw, if I'm being honest. If we can get out of this game avoiding a defeat, I would probably take that. Kingsley to Keor Mortasoglu. It's back now to Rolls. It's Kingsley. We're passing about at the back, but this really isn't where we need the ball to be. We need to get the ball forward. George Grant spins around. He finds Shankland. Shankland now out to Ginnelly. And now Ginnelly on this right-hand side. Ball into Shankland. That's brilliant from Ginnelly. He meets Shankland in the middle. It's a great finish for Shankland. That's a lovely goal. Josh Ginnelly, he created the space for himself. He ran into a good area. The cross was fantastic to pick out Shankland, and the finish for Shankland was phenomenal as well. Absolutely delighted with that, guys. And we've got 9 minutes to go. We're going to go very attacking here. We are going for this. We want to win this. Instructions, we're going to go more direct. We're going to up the tempo. I've got 1 sub left. I might look to use it. Ginnelly, another ball in. Ginnelly finds Barry Mackay. And Josh Ginnelly has come on and turned this game around. He first found Shankland for the equaliser. Now he finds Barry Mackay to put us ahead, man. No, we're going to screw that change, man. We're not going to make the tactical change. But I tell you what, Josh Ginnelly, I think, has just came on here and he has changed this entire game around, man. Take a bow, Josh Ginnelly. And it's not over yet. I mean, we haven't won yet, but let's be real. We're getting close. We're getting very close. We're going to go cautious. Let's make the change. We're going to go cautious. I believe we've got 1 sub left as well. And I might look to bring on, I mean, a lot of these players are tired. We might bring on Lewis Nielsen. Let me see. Who can we... You know what? We're going to switch Grant with Mackay. And we're going to go 5 at the back here. and then we'll take off Lewis Nielsen. We'll bring on Lewis Nielsen for Barry Mackay, and we'll play Craig Halkett in the middle. So there you go, we're going 5 at the back now, as we look to see out the game. There's not a lot of time left. 4 minutes have been added on. So yeah, just it's all about seeing this out, and it's oh my Christ, it's Jan Danda. Oh my God, I don't even think we had time to make the change, to be fair. I don't even think we got time to do it. Confirm, no, we're actually not going to go ahead with the change now. And that is very disappointing. Looks like in the end we are going to draw. 15 minutes ago I said I would have took a draw, but obviously when you take the lead like that, you're wanting to win. But sympathise with the players. We could have won that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It wasn't. It was a decent performance. It's a decent draw, but it's not what we wanted. Obviously, we wanted to win, but you know what? We were losing. We came back from a losing position. 2 really good goals. Ginelli, I thought, was really good there. So, you know what? I'm happy with some individual performances. I'm happy that we fought back and avoided a defeat. But, yeah, definitely could do better. So, we'll move on. Ginelli, yeah, we will praise Ginelli because he was brilliant. And, yeah, tell you what, I think he is probably going to start now at the next game. I know he's still not fully fit. He's not 100%, but I think he has shown that he deserves to be, starting games for us. Hibernian with a 5-0 win over Aberdeen, very close to their 6-0 win in real life. And holy crap, we thought we had a bad start this season. That is not good for Aberdeen. Hibs completely blowing the Dons away. So, Aberdeen not expecting that sort of result at Easter Road. So, sucks for them. Not a good start for the Sheep. Okay, guys, so I spoke about how that Kevin Nisbet transfer was probably the craziest transfer that I've seen. Maybe, definitely in this career mode. No, 100% that was the craziest one. But there's another crazy transfer right here. Look at this. Amad Diallo has joined Celtic from Manchester United on loan. And it was only a year ago he joined Rangers on loan. So I think that's mad. Last year he joined Rangers, or the previous season, 2 years ago he joined Rangers, and now he has decided to come back to Scotland. But he's went to Rangers' enemy. He's went to the other side of Glasgow. He's went to Celtic. So it'll be interesting to see how Amad Diallo does. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on his progress. But, apart from that, we've got St Mirren. Like I said, St Mirren spending 1.1 million so far. It's a net spend as well. Maybe they'll spend even more money. So we're the only club that hasn't brought anybody in yet. I do expect that to change. But I don't think we'll be spending the kind of money that St Mirren are spending, man. I just can't really believe the deals that St Mirren have been doing. But anyway, fair play to them. They're currently top of the table. It's good for them. But we're not worrying about domestic action. We now focus our attention to our second leg in the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. So it's time for us to get ourselves into the next round, into the playoff round, and finish off our 2-0 lead at Tynecastle. And here we go then. This is it, the second leg of the third round tie. Again, Craig Gordon will start in nets. The back four, a little bit changing up here. Lewis Nielsen coming in for Kai Rolls just due to fitness issues. Benjamin and Toby Sibic again will take up that centre midfield partnership. We have Josh Girelli coming in for a start. Alan Forrest and Barry Mackay remain in the team. And we're going for a change of striker. We're actually going to start with Liam Boyce up front today. Shankland hasn't really been delivering, so we're going to give Liam Boyce an opportunity. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how we go on. Excited to see these few changes that were made. Lewis Nielsen coming in, big opportunity for him at the back. I'm excited to see Ginelli start a game. And it'll be nice to see what Liam Boyce can do. Liam Boyce getting a rare start. So, the thing for us here is all about making sure that we get into the next round. We have the 2-0 advantage. We should be able to hammer it home. I would be absolutely furious. If we do not go through, I would say that's probably a sackable offence. I won't leave the club, but if we don't go through it and the board decided that, you know what, they had enough, then I'd probably accept that, because we should be putting this team to bed here with our 2-0 advantage at home. But, quiet start to the game so far. We've got Stephen Kingsley standing over a free kick. He's lining up his left foot. He's getting ready to strike this one. It's over the wall, and it's just narrowly wide of the goal there. So I feel like the next goal's crucial. If we get it, the tie is done. But if they get it, of course, they have the deficit, and they're right back in it. But I'm hoping that they do not get a goal today. I'm hoping that we can keep a clean sheet and get a win, of course. That's a good ball over the top to Forrest, and it's Liam Boyce with the tap-in! And Liam Boyce, on his first start of the season, gets his first goal of the season. Liam Boyce celebrates in front of the Hearts fans. You like to see it. I started Liam Boyce. I had faith in Liam Boyce, and he has repaid the faith. Nice goal from Boyce, nice assist from Forrest, and that should give us the lead then as we approach half-time. But yeah, simple there for us. We're doing the job at the moment. We'll lead 3-0 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, and it's all about just making sure that that we finish the job here in the second half. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's go, and let's make sure that it's all plain sailing from here, and that we come away with the victory. Still 1-0 to us. I might look to change things up around the hour mark, and we're going to go and we're going to make a few substitutions. And Benny Benenj will be picking up another yellow card. Surprise, surprise, said no one. We will bring on, I think we'll bring on Keo Mortisoglu, I think, to just shore up the game. And that's not to piss off Cammy Devlin, but I just think that's the better option. Alex Cochrane, I'm going to bring Alex Cochrane on, try and get him some fitness back. Who else can we look to bring on? Barry Mackay's not having a great game, so maybe we'll take off Barry Mackay. And we'll probably bring on Matt Ritchie, yeah. So we'll make those 3 changes for now. And it's a goal, we've actually missed it. And it's Liam Boyce. So Liam Boyce with a brace now. We were too busy making the substitutions, and Liam Boyce went and scored a goal. So Liam Boyce scores when he wants, and what a day he's having today. We decided to give him a chance, and he is taking that chance. He's repaying the faith that we showed in him. 15 minutes remain now. We might make the last of our subs, but I'm scared to, in case Boyce scores another goal when we're not looking. I feel like we should probably take him off. I just don't want him to get annoyed at me. We've scored again. And that is Matt Ritchie with the goal. God damn it, man. Every time we look away, we score goals. I think we'll bring on George Grant as well. We'll make those changes, and that'll do it. We'll get the fresh legs on. 15 minutes for time. 5-0 on aggregate. So it's been an easy day for us. Cochrane slices that one away. They're coming through now. They're trying to create a chance, but Keo Mortisoglu hits it out, and he manages to avoid conceding the corner there. He only concedes a throw-in. So, Snodgrass and George Grant now coming onto the pitch. 9 minutes remain, and we couldn't have asked for a better performance over the 2 legs. Let's be honest, 5-0 in aggregate. It's been great. Yeah, we were favourites. Yeah, I expect us to beat this team, but still, we've done it convincingly, and it's, it could have been a different game. Away from home, they were pushing to try and get back into it, try and pull a goal back, and if they did get that, then who knows what would have happened tonight. But we held out in Kakistan. We came away with a 2-0 win, clean sheet, and we've hammered at home tonight. Oh, it's a save for Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon saves it onto the post and then collects the rebound. That's brilliant there from Craig Gordon. Just when you thought we were maybe going to give up the clean sheet. No, we do not. We hold on, and we're trying to see it out now. Cochrane to Civic. 4 minutes remain. Boyce is still on the pitch. I've left Boyce on. I want to see if Boyce can get the hat-trick. I'm sure Shanklin probably isn't too happy that he was left out tonight, but you know what? It's a team game. I need to use the entire squad. You can't win. You can't have successful seasons using just 11 players, so the team will need to accept that. It's another shot. This time it's off the post. And you know what? We have been a little bit lucky. As good as we've been, over the 2 legs. We have been a little bit fortunate not to concede a goal. We do get to the end of the game then. It is full time here, and we've won 3-0 on the night. We've won 5-0 on aggregate. And I tell you what, man, it doesn't get much better than that. It's a convincing win over both legs, and I, for one, am absolutely delighted. We will check the other scores. We'll see how Aberdeen got on. We can see that Derry City have beat Glentoran, so the Irish side have knocked out the Northern Irish side in the Battle of Ireland. Aberdeen lost 1-0 tonight, but it doesn't matter, they still go through 2-1 on aggregate, so it's good for Scottish football that we have 2 sides into the playoff round, so I'm happy to see that. Good stuff indeed, and it was nice for us to get that big win. Where we will do the press conference. You know, it's not every day that you win a European tie, so yeah, let's go. We're in this competition. I don't want to call. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Josh Ginnelly. You know what? Josh Ginnelly's fantastic, man. Josh Ginnelly's brilliant. Can you talk about the rumours linking you with Rangers Lewis Mail? I've not even heard of that one. I'm not interested in Lewis Mail. I haven't looked at Lewis Mail. I don't know where they plucked that transfer news from, but I'm not interested in Lewis Mail. Hearts have been awarded 86k, which is good. And we get Randers FC. So all that talk about the Hungarian side, it turns out we will not get the Hungarian side. We will in fact play Randers FC, the Danish side. Pretty sure they'll probably be a slightly tougher opposition anyway. So yeah, I think I would have rather the Hungarian side if we're being completely honest. That's going to be a tough tie. That will not be easy. And I expect them to cause us problems. But Liam, boys, last time out was brilliant. Let's give him some praise. You were superb in front of goal, Liam. Keep it up. Scotland boss Steve Clark was at Tynecastle, which is good to see, casting an eye on the progress of Craig Gordon, Craig Halkett, Stephen Kingsley, Alan Forrest and Barry Mackay. And rightfully so. You know what? We should have a lot of our Scottish players getting called up because they're playing well. They deserve to be called up to the national side, so I'm good to see that happening there. But yeah, no, delighted guys with that win. Into the next round, things are looking good. Anyway guys, that will be it for episode 21. We'll be back next time. We're taking on St Johnstone in the Premier Sports Cup second round. Of course, then we move on to taking on Randers FC in the Europa Conference League playoff stage. And then it's domestic football where we have Kilmarnock up next. We're not doing great. We haven't lost so far in the league, but we haven't won either. So we need to quickly get a big W on the board, and hopefully we can do that in our next domestic game when we take on Kilmarnock. But yeah, next time out will be a big episode. We've got Sport Cup games, got European games, and we've got league games. Got lots of games, and we'll be trying to win them all. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hopefully this can be the season we bring some silverware to Hearts. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll catch you in the next one. And of course, until then, I've been Son of Scotland 90. Peace.